The ancient world was a tapestry woven with empires, each thread representing a different culture and power. Vast swathes of land stretching across continents were dominated by powerful rulers, each vying for supremacy. In the 5th century BC, the Persian Empire, under the Achaemenid dynasty, stood as a colossal power, unmatched in its grandeur. The Persians controlled a realm that stretched from modern-day Turkey in the west to the Indus River in the east, encompassing a diverse array of cultures and peoples. Their wealth was legendary, their armies vast, and their power seemingly unchallengeable, casting a long shadow over the ancient world. However, a storm was brewing on the horizon, one that would shake the foundations of this mighty empire. In the northern regions of Greece, a young king named Alexander, imbued with ambition and military genius, was about to unleash a force that would change the course of history forever. Alexander inherited a powerful kingdom from his father, Philip II of Macedon, who had forged a formidable military machine, uniting the Greek city-states under his rule. But Alexander's ambitions went far beyond the borders of Macedon, driven by a vision of a vast empire. He dreamed of conquering the Persian Empire, a feat that would cement his place among the greatest conquerors the world had ever seen and bring glory to his name. In 334 BC, Alexander crossed the Hellespont, the narrow strait separating Europe from Asia, with an army of around 40,000 men, marking the beginning of his legendary campaign. This marked the beginning of his extraordinary campaign against the Persian Empire, a campaign that would culminate in one of the most decisive battles in history, the Battle of Gaugamela, where Alexander's tactical brilliance would be on full display. Darius III, the last great king of the Achaemenid Empire, was a ruler caught in the throes of fate. He ascended to the throne in 336 BC at a time of growing unrest within the empire and increasing pressure from the Greek forces under Alexander. Darius was a capable ruler, but he inherited an empire already showing signs of strain. Internal conflicts and rebellions had weakened the Persian hold on its vast territories. Darius, however, was determined to repel the Macedonian invasion and preserve the legacy of his ancestors. He assembled a massive army, drawing troops from every corner of his empire. His warriors were a diverse array of soldiers, representing the vast ethnicities and cultures under Persian rule. Darius was confident in his numerical superiority and the strength of his elite units, such as the fearsome Immortals. Despite his preparations, Darius was haunted by the spectre of Alexander's growing reputation. Alexander had already won impressive victories at the Granicus River and Issus, demonstrating his tactical brilliance and the fighting prowess of his Macedonian troops. Darius, aware of the growing threat, prepared for a decisive confrontation with the Macedonian king. This confrontation would take place on a battlefield near the village of Gaugamela, in what is now northern Iraq. Alexander III of Macedon, better known to history as Alexander the Great, was a figure of extraordinary charisma, ambition, and military talent. His legacy has endured through the ages, making him one of the most iconic figures in history. Born in Pella, the capital of Macedon, in 356 BC, Alexander received a privileged upbringing. His early years were marked by a rigorous education and exposure to the political and military affairs of the kingdom. His tutor was the renowned philosopher Aristotle, who instilled in him a love of learning and a thirst for knowledge. Under Aristotle's guidance, Alexander studied a wide range of subjects, from philosophy to science, which broadened his horizons. However, Alexander's true passion lay in warfare and conquest. His fascination with military strategy and tactics was evident from a young age. From a young age, Alexander displayed remarkable courage and leadership qualities. His ability to inspire and lead men into battle was unparalleled. At the age of 16, he commanded a Macedonian force in battle, and by the age of 20, he had ascended to the throne of Macedon following his father's assassination. This early exposure to leadership and combat shaped his future endeavors. Alexander inherited a well-trained army and a kingdom on the rise, but his ambition knew no bounds. he envisioned a vast empire that stretched beyond the known world. Inspired by the tales of Homer and the heroes of Greek mythology, he set his sights on the conquest of the Persian Empire, a feat considered impossible by many. His determination and vision were unwavering. Alexander's military genius lay not only in his tactical acumen, but also in his ability to inspire his troops. His presence on the battlefield was a source of motivation for his soldiers. He led from the front, sharing their dangers and hardships, earning their unwavering loyalty and admiration. His bond with his troops was a key factor in his numerous victories. His victories at the Granicus River and Issus had sent shockwaves throughout the Persian Empire, establishing him as a formidable adversary and a threat to Darius's rule. These battles showcased his strategic brilliance. As Alexander marched towards Gaugamela, he carried with him the hopes of the Greek world and the destiny of an empire in his hands. His journey was not just a military campaign, but a quest for glory and immortality. The Battle of Gaugamela was not merely a clash of armies, it was a clash of civilizations, ideologies, and military strategies. On one side stood the vast and ancient Persian Empire, its army a colourful tapestry of warriors drawn from its far-flung territories, each bringing their unique skills and fighting styles. On the other side stood the Macedonians and their Greek allies, a force smaller in number but renowned for its discipline, rigorous training and superior equipment, honed through years of relentless campaigns. The Persian army under Darius III was a force of immense size, estimated to have numbered between 50,000 to 250,000 men, a testament to the vast resources of the Persian Empire. Its core consisted of the fearsome Immortals, an elite infantry unit armed with spears, swords and wicker shields, known for their unwavering loyalty and formidable combat skills. The Persians also fielded a large contingent of cavalry, drawn from the ranks of the Persian nobility and their subject peoples, showcasing the empire's diverse military capabilities. Perhaps the most terrifying weapon in the Persian arsenal was the scythed chariot, a fearsome war machine designed to instill fear and wreak havoc. These chariots, equipped with long, sharp blades mounted on their axles, were designed to cut through enemy ranks, creating chaos and terror and breaking the enemy's morale. The Macedonian army, numbering around 47,000 men, was a highly disciplined and well-equipped force, a product of Alexander's strategic genius and relentless training regimen. Its core was the Macedonian phalanx, a dense formation of infantry armed with long pikes called sarissas, creating a nearly impenetrable wall of spears. The phalanx, a nearly impenetrable wall of shields and spears, formed the anvil of Alexander's army, while his companion cavalry, composed of noble Macedonian horsemen, acted as the hammer, delivering decisive blows. Alexander also fielded a contingent of light infantry, javelin throwers and archers to disrupt enemy formations and harass their flanks, adding flexibility and tactical depth to his forces. The stage was set for a titanic clash of arms, a battle that would decide the fate of the Persian Empire and reshape the political landscape of the ancient world, echoing through history as a pivotal moment in the rise of Alexander the Great.